Alright, so I just finished Sketchbook, so I'm going to go through it. I always put these Avery sticker labels in my pocket so I can do little one-off micro things when I don't have a lot of time and sketch those. Started this at And Yet Conf back in October, and I just finished it at Sketch Pistols. So here was me just getting set up in, at the conference, collecting people's Twitter handles, and then I came back and did some people on the bus. And mostly I just took this is my pocket sketchbook for commuting, and so I'm on the bus drawing people that are staring at their phones. But sometimes it's other things. Very rarely doing some fold studies. Some people on the bus wearing headphones. It's great to draw people on the bus because they're not paying attention. You know, they're very still and they're very focused on, you know, listening to music or playing a video game or something, and so they make really good models for sketching. Later on in here, I get to starting to do some hands. I really liked this guy's expression. He was like half asleep and like listening to music, and he had his mouth open, it's big gaping. So I'd trim a couple times. Sometimes I'll draw somebody again and again if I don't feel like I quite got the feeling of it. I really liked this girl's scarf. And her earrings. Occasionally I come back in here and do an inking on top of the pencils. It was nice just to like do the bus sketches in the morning, and then I come home and do the ink afterwards, and helps me with some inking practice, and also makes it so that the pencil doesn't rub together and become blurry over time. But I didn't do that with all the pages. So these ones are all inked. Some headphones. They definitely come out stronger contrast that way, but I don't like to go into a lot of details with these because it's just, you know, some stuff from imagination. This is when we were in Disneyland. It's actually my daughter right there. Sometimes I'll just draw a bunch of mouths and noses and study glasses that people are wearing on the bus. I liked somebody's belt, or this was like a belt buckle that was on their purse. And then of course it's like, hey, let's draw some robot parts, and a little Dalek BB-8 crossover X BB-8. It's good fun. This stuff I did on the at home, not on the bus. There's my daughter wearing headphones, listening to an audiobook. These are people in my drawing group. One of my drawing groups. This is the Bureau of Drawers. Sometimes they make good study materials too. Sitting there drawing, staring at their papers. Here I drew this girl twice. I think she had some kind of fuzzy coat that was fun to draw. I was homesick here and watched a movie, and I liked the characters in it, so I drew some of those. Sometimes I draw random things from imagination. Studying an octopus. I still need to do an art piece for a friend that has an octopus in it. So. This was after a Sketch Pistols event. We all sat down at this guy's art loft, and some people were drawing each other. Some of these are just from imagination. More people on the bus. Sometimes I'll draw sort of a triptych of lips if I don't feel like I'm getting those quite right. Sometimes the bust is a bit jaunty, so it's hard to get something just right, but it's fun to kind of do this messy, not really care about it being perfect. People holding their phones. Sometimes I get a good view of those. This was the stickers, more sticker pads that I usually put these on my phone and other things, so they sit in my pocket and they get all funky over time, so I change them out. And I tend to keep a lot of things in here, so I end up taping these. So this one's actually a pen and ink. It's not a moleskin, and it works just the same. They're very comparable. The pen and ink ones are a little bit less expensive, but I'm using a moleskin for my next one. But I'd say they're totally comparable. So that's it. That's my sketchbook number 3. So this is going to go to my daughter, and I'll post my next one too.